We'll be learning to milk a horse.
For some reason, Philip Schofield can't seem to get his head around the fact that some people drink horse's milk. Despite his massive fangs and the fact that he's been drinking the breast secretions of other very similar animals for years and years.
We're hoping to establish a line down to the horse.
Enjoy witnessing molestation, do you?
That Josie Gibson's going to milk.
I mean, we've been looking forward to this since yesterday.
You should really get out more, love.
Apparently, the line is stable
Is
to
the
the
line
stable.
Ooh!
We struggled with this a lot. This is the latest sort of trend. It's according to naysayers, thanks to its endless list of health benefits, horse milk is seeing a huge surge in popularity.
I scoured PubMed for the wealth of data on horse milk benefits and found absolutely nothing.
Well, Josie Gibson is the only farm in the UK to produce mare's milk.
OK, so it's not exactly the massive trend that plant milk is, taking up half the space in supermarkets. No, demand is so low that only one farmer is mad enough to do it.
Good morning, Holly. Good morning, Phil.
Marlin?
Yes, I'm at Cromwell Farm in Bath, and they are not producing cow's milk. They are not producing goat's milk. No soya milk, but they are producing horse's milk.
As if we're not interfering with enough animals already. What's next? Monkey milk? Dog jizz? Well, it's an opaque white animal secretion. What's the bloody difference? And I mean, how else are you meant to get your zinc?
I'm joined by owner and chief milker, Frank Shellard. Frank.
Morning, Josie.
Morning. Good morning. Now, I'm from a horsey background. My mum actually trains horses.
Yeah.
Never in my life have I heard of mare's milk.
What did you think foals are meant to consume then? Happy Meals?
What gave you the inspiration to think, do you know what? I'm going to go out and milk my horse.
Some kind of weird bestiality porn, most likely.
20 years ago, a friend of mine went to Belgium. When they were over there, my middle daughter, Alison, who you met earlier, had severe eczema. They went to a mare's milking farm and found out that the health benefits for eczema in skin, look at my skin.
I tell you, how old are you, Frank, if you don't mind me asking?
62.
No.
Honest,
And
62.
you're on this stuff.
I'm on that. Litre a day I drink.
Well, I never, a 62-year-old baby.
You look amazing.
Well, anyway, when they were over there, they found out that the mare's milk was very, very good for your skin and for your gut flora.
You know how cow's milk very definitely causes eczema? Could it not be that it's the avoidance of cow's milk that's benefiting people's skin, and that horse's milk is not in fact the magic elixir that you're claiming it to be for financial gain? Also, the animal proteins and fats in milk feed pathogenic Bacteroides gut bacteria. If you want to preferentially just feed the health-promoting Prevotella strains of gut bacteria, then eat whole plant foods, because these bacteria subsist on soluble fibre, resistant starch and polyphenols.
Do you know what? It sounds a bit like our breast milk.
Funny you should say that. If you think of a cow, a sheep or a goat, all those have got 4 stomachs. Ourselves, me, you and the horse have got a single stomach. So all the enzymes and all the things are very similar to ladies' breast milk.
That is the biggest jump in logic since Sverige found out that plants derive energy from the sun, stared directly at the sun thinking he'd power himself up that way, and ended up as, well, Sverige.
That's why we can utilise mare's milk so much better as a human than any other milk.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to see a randomised, double-blind, placebo-controlled trial before I believe that little nugget. After all, rabbits, guinea pigs and hamsters are pseudo-ruminants too, just like horses. What makes horses so special besides the fact that you keep some as slaves to exploit?
So it's very similar to our breast milk then?
Very, very similar to ladies' breast milk.
Not really, it has less than a third of the fat, double the casein and a lot less whey protein.
I had a little bit of a stroke last year,
Yeah.
and they couldn't understand why my cholesterol level came down so quickly. It was because I was drinking a litre of the milk a day.
No, you didn't lower your cholesterol because you were drinking horse secretions. It lowered because you stopped drinking the cow secretions, which again are 3 times as fatty as horse milk. It's still rife with the same types of sat fat and cholesterol, however. If you'd like to lower your cholesterol to the point where likely you wouldn't have another stroke or develop a cardiovascular disease, then you'd swerve all the animal products and drink plant milks.
Do you know what? When I had my son, I was giving my breast milk to everybody that would have it.
Oh, that's not weird at all. If you're happy to volunteer, then why not swap places with the horse? She doesn't get a say in it. In that way, what you're doing would actually be ethical. Unless, of course, there's infanticide involved, as there always is with other dairies.
Frank, can you teach me how to milk a horse?
I'd love to.
Yeah? All right.
I'd love to. Let me
Oh,
show you. So if
okay.
you sit on the stool,
Okay. And what's her name?
Paycheck.
turn on your little switch on the halfway down the pipe.
Yeah, right.
You've got the
down
pipe
here.
there.
Turn
yeah.
on a switch.
Turn that-
Yeah.
And then just pop them on one at a time. Then
Oh.
pop the other one on.
Right.
And that's you milking a horse.
Just like that.
It's easy, isn't it?
Exploitation made simple.
No, and she's so relaxed.
Yeah. I mean, and look, there's no stress.
Maybe not yet, but just wait till she develops agonising mastitis from all the over milking. Also, she's probably bored out of her skull. Leave her alone to run around with her friends and family outside. What's wrong with you?
The therapeutic value of here, you can feel how relaxed it is.
Oh,
it's just, and the whole air, it's just brilliant.
Whatever floats your boat, I suppose. I'm more down with the outdoors and a nice babbling brook, while others prefer the smell of horse and money.
Oh, she's lovely. Absolutely
Josie,
gorgeous.
Josie, sorry to interrupt you. Have you tried it?
Well, I'm going to, Holly. Yeah, I'm definitely
for it.
going to.
Bottoms up,
A
love.
litre. Yeah, shall we go? Yeah?
Go
Go
for
on,
it.
Then. Let me have a go. Right. I'll give it a go. It's the first time I've tried it, mind. This is the first
What
time
does
I've
it
tried
smell of?
Despair and servitude.
Slightly sweeter.
I'll tell you what, Frank. That is gorgeous.
It's lovely, isn't it?
It's a bit like a sweet coconut milk.
No, I bet it's not. And if you're a fan of coconut milk, drink that instead and leave the animals alone to enjoy their lives.
It hasn't got a smell to it, but this has been pasteurised, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be drinking live bacteria.
Josie, thank
Oh,
you.
it's
Thank
really,
you very
really
much
good.
indeed. We have to
Thank
leave
you,
it
thank
there.
Thank
I'm just going to
you.
explain. Well
Cheers.
done. This completely took
I
us
don't know
by
how to arrange
surprise.
my face.
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is that we were going to have some horse milk here for... You weren't going to drink it.
No,
'cause I was
you?
going to try it. But in a human error, it wasn't labelled properly and it's been tipped away down the sink.
Most probably by Philip. Apparently, it's a massive trend. You could have nipped to Tesco's. There must be one less than 30 seconds away. It's almost as though you recognise that the drinking of animal secretions is extremely twisted. Unless it's from a certain type of animal that you were conditioned from birth to think it's acceptable of anyway.
Is that for real? Did you just do that to blow me up? Is it real?
Because I'm going to wet myself. I'm just going to wet myself. It's coming out my eyes now. My nose is running. It's coming out everywhere.
They find the idea of horse milk so bizarre, but don't even bat an eyelid over cow's milk. It never ceases to amaze me how completely brainwashed people are and how they never even consider to question their beliefs. Truly bizarre. Now click this.